What's good, YouTube? It's the BowTie Fragrance Guy, man. Fragrances, fashion, lifestyle, grooming, looking good and smelling great. That's what we talk about on the channel. If you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well, so anytime a new video is uploaded, you'll get notified. On today's video, guys, I'm gonna be doing a massive fragrance haul. And so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on each fragrance because we got quite a few to get through. And this is just fragrances I've acquired in the month of December. Some of them I paid for, some of them were sent to me, and of course I will disclose that when we get to each fragrance. But I'm super excited about this because there are some fragrances that I've gotten here recently that I really want to tell you guys about and share with you. So make sure that you are paying attention as I go through these fragrances. Also, guys, really quickly, I've been telling you January 1st we're launching something. And my subscribers, you guys are going to have a chance to win a 100 ml bottle of a fragrance from BowTie Victoria. It's called Lavish. 100 ml, I think it retails for close to 500 bucks. You're going to have a chance to win that fragrance, so make sure, stay tuned so you don't miss out. But I'm going to run the intro. When we come back, we're going to jump into it, man. My December fragrance haul. If you want to see what I've gotten in here recently and added it to the collection, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's go.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into the video. First of all, shout out, man, FragranceGuy.ca. 3 of the fragrances I'm going to talk to you guys about were sent to me by FragranceGuy.ca, a online shopping, of course, retailer that you can find a lot of great fragrances, man. Not just stuff that, you know, is new onto the market, but they have a section where you can actually look at new arrivals. You can also look at some discontinued gems. So some hard to find discontinued gems you can also find on FragranceGuy.ca. So I love shopping there. They have very competitive prices on a lot of stuff, man. So it's definitely a place that if you've never shopped there, you want to check out. But they're doing their Boxing Day sale. And it's going to start on, I'm just going to read this stuff because it's a lot. Starting on December the 26th, of course, which is the day this is uploaded at 10 a.m. And it's going to run through Sunday, the 29th. At 11:59 p.m., not 12 o'clock, what? 11:59. So they're going to be doing a whole lot of things before this sale. One of the things that they're doing is on their curated collection, you can buy one, get one 50% off. The code is going to be BOX50. Make sure my editors put that right here somewhere, BOX50. All right, so some of those fragrances will be buy one, get one 50% off. I'll make sure I have a link for that. And then site-wide, they're going to have a stackable discount code where you can get 10% off using the code BOX10. And you can combine that with the free shipping of any order over $99 with the code of BOXSHIP, all right? And that is going to be in addition to thousands of other free niche samples and the whole nine. They're going to give away one per customer on orders over 99 bucks. So again, we got quite a bit there for their Boxing Day sale. But again, I will make sure I link it down below. So if you want to check out anything from FragranceGuy.ca, make sure you click that link so you can take advantage of the savings. All right, guys, so the first 3 fragrances I'm going to talk about today are actually the fragrances that I got from FragranceGuy.ca for this collab. So what I like about when I work with FragranceGuy.ca, I get to select what fragrances I want. There are certain limitations to it, but I do get to select what I want. So typically, it's something that I like, something I've wanted to get my hands on, and I love the fact, of course, that I can get that sent to me. And of the ones that were sent to me, this was my favorite one, so I want to start with this one. And it's a fragrance from Bond No. 9. They've been cranking out quite a few fragrances here lately. I'm not sure. I haven't been really accustomed to Bond No. 9 releasing so many fragrances so close together, but they released about 6 fragrances this year, which is, you know, abnormal. But anyway, this is one of the later releases. This is called New York Forever. New York Forever. Here's the bottle. This is cinnamon, vanilla, patchouli, amber, and honey as some of the main notes. And you guys already know this is my speed, man. Now, one thing that I don't like, this bottle, the cap on it is very, very over the top. Okay, so I've seen some pictures of this same fragrance with a red cap. I want to see if I can find that red cap somehow. I'd rather replace that because this is a bit much. Hard to even put it somewhere on my shelf because there's so much going on. Creative, yes, but a bit much for me. But anyway, the fragrance itself is fantastic. I wore this the other day. I got several compliments on this fragrance. It's just one of those fragrances that I love. To me, it's a cozy, intimate fragrance. I wasn't picking it up myself a lot throughout the course of the day, but other people were really smelling it. And I was surprised because usually if someone's not that close to me and can smell it, usually it's a fragrance that I can pick up, but I wasn't really picking it up. For some reason, my nose, it went kind of nose blind to it, but other people were smelling it and, you know, seemed to enjoy the way it smelled. I know I love the way it smelled when I spray this. It has all those notes that I love, man. It's a sweet fragrance without being overly sweet and has this edge of sex appeal to it as well that I really, really enjoy. So if you can get past the bottle, if you're not a fan of the bottle, the fragrance, if you like sweeter scent profiles that are sweet, kind of playful, sexy, I think this is one you're going to enjoy. I really, really love the way this stuff smells. Again, I just got to find that red cap for it. From bond number 9, again, this one's called New York Forever. Again, I'm not surprised that all 3 of the fragrances I got from FragranceGuy I really like because I selected them myself. I just wish you would have sent me this one in a larger bottle. I hate these small bottles. But this is from the brand of Royal Crown. This is called Oud Santal. Oud Santal. And this is sandalwood, iris, vanilla, and clary sage. This smells fantastic. It's centered around the note of sandalwood. Don't want to insult anybody's intelligence, but anytime you hear the word santal in a fragrance, just in case you did not know, normally that is a fragrance that's going to be centered around the note of sandalwood. So I love the fragrance. You get the sandalwood here. It works really well, the sandalwood, because it's creamy, very creamy here with that iris, which is really, really powdery in this fragrance. It's got a certain level, certain masculinity to it. Royal Crown fragrances have a DNA as well, just like bond number 9 to me has a DNA. Regardless of what notes are in it, there's something in it that is signature where I know that's bond number 9. It's the same thing with these fragrances from Royal Crown. So it has that signature Royal Crown DNA, but I really enjoy this one. If you like sandalwood, you want a mature, masculine, very masculine sandalwood fragrance, I think this is one you need to check out. From Royal Crown, this is called Oud Santal. This is really, really good. And last but not least, a fragrance that I've been dying to get in my collection for a while, from the brand of Atelier des Ors. This is called Iris Fauve. Iris Fauve. Iris, cinnamon, patchouli, vetiver, and myrrh. This is so good. It is centered, of course, around the note of iris. It is powdery. It has the patchouli in here is very earthy, which kind of offsets the iris here. So it's not like an overly sweet or overly powdery kind of effect that you get with the fragrance because the patchouli is so dominant in the fragrance as well. But this is really, really good. This particular brand, I'm probably gonna do a full video on just the fragrances I have from the brand because they do some really, really great fragrances. And I think that they are, especially when you look at discounters, they are very well priced and affordable. Like for instance, I think on FragranceGuy.ca's website, these are in the low 100s, 105, 120. Definitely worth the price of admission on this. They have some great fragrances from this brand like Lune Feline, Rouge Sarai, which is one of my favorites, that plum, brown sugar fragrance. Some amazing stuff. So if you haven't checked out this brand yet, Atelier des Ors, you definitely need to. This is definitely one of the top 5 from the brand. A beautiful iris fragrance. Again, this is called Iris Fauve. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one that I got. I actually bought this fragrance. Where did I get it from? I think I got from Bergdorf Goodman, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where I purchased this from. But this is a fragrance by Marc Antoine Barrois. I know a lot of people talk about Ganymede, but this is a sleeper hidden gem right here. This is called Atelier. This stuff is amazing. This is called Atelier, and what you get here is heliotrope, orange blossom, jasmine, and there is this floral note in here called broom that is a star player, which kind of gives a honey-like nuance to the fragrance. This is fantastic. Now, some of you may not be attracted to this one or interested in this one because it is a very floral heavy fragrance. So if you don't like florals, you're not gonna like it, but I love this stuff. This is gonna be in high rotation for me this upcoming spring. I think I had gotten a sample of this from Twisted Lily, sampled it, kept coming back to it, and I decided that I needed a full bottle, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. But I love this stuff from Marc Antoine Barrois. This one is called Atelier. Definitely check it out. If you can do florals, if you're a guy you can do florals, you're probably gonna love this. Now guys, the company Balmain. These two fragrances were sent to me. The packaging was top notch. I know that Balmain does other things, especially more known for their clothing and apparel. But they've been recently, I've been seeing more of their fragrances pop up here. I was interested, never had a chance to pull the trigger, so I'm glad they sent this over. It came in a package like this. And there are two fragrances in here, one for a female, in my opinion, and one for a male. So when you take the top off of the box, this is what I saw inside. So came like this, so there's a female fragrance over here, male fragrance. And once you remove those, there are two fragrances, one called Rouge and one called Carbone. So this is what it looks like. Very, very nice presentation. Very nice presentation, and I will start with the female, what I would say is a female marketed fragrance just because of how it comes off to me. Really nice, man. The presentation is nice. This one is called Rouge. And here's the fragrance. And this one is Lily, Osmanthus, Iris, Ylang Ylang, Jasmine. So again, very, very floral. It smells fantastic. Would I wear this as a guy? Because you guys know I don't mind rocking something that's unisex. This one is a little bit too feminine even for me, for my taste. But man, I can smell the missus wearing this stuff. I let her smell it. She loves it. But again, this one is definitely going to lean feminine. So, you know, for me personally, again, you smell it, I don't know. You may think differently, but to me, it's really, really feminine. So I wouldn't rock this one, but it smells great. And I can imagine it smelling really good on the missus. So this one is called Rouge. Now, the other one is definitely a masculine fragrance. This one is called Carbone. And I'm going to tell you, I love this one. Love the presentation. This is suede, rose, sandalwood, cumin, and patchouli. This is good. It's good. Now, these kind of smoky fragrances like this may not be for everybody because, again, it has suede, so it's very warm, the rose there. But you do get cumin in here, a pretty good dose of it. I know that note can kind of be a turnoff for some people. So there's like this smoky, earthy aspect to this fragrance. So it may not be for everybody, but for me personally, I really enjoy it. I can't wait to wear this one because it's definitely appropriate for the winter time. So one from Balmain Paris, Carbone. I'm definitely gonna be rocking this one. All right, guys, now this one was sent to me from the brand of Bon Parfumer. And this one is called Iris Cartagena. Iris Cartagena 502. Of course, it's centered around a note of iris, as you probably could imagine. But it has rum, cacao, coffee, and vanilla. So again, you already know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, that's right up my alley. You know, you got some iris in here, of course, which is a central note, but then it gets really sweet. You have a very nice dose of coffee in here, vanilla. So it's a sweeter scent profile combined with iris. I absolutely love this stuff. It is definitely their take on a gourmand fragrance. The packaging on their fragrances is really, really sleek. Really sleek, sophisticated, simplistic in a way as well, but I really, really enjoy that. So I really enjoy this one, guys. Again, it has a slight boozy appeal too with the rum. So you got rum, like I said, coffee and iris. I'll take it. Really, really good fragrance, man. I'm gonna wear this. I'm probably gonna do a full review on it because I really, really like it off my first impressions. From Bon Parfumer, this is Iris Cartagena. All right, guys, and my absolute favorite fragrance from this entire haul. I purchased this fragrance from Neiman Marcus. I want to tell you, this fragrance, I am considering this for my top 10 in my entire collection right now. That's how much I love it. From the brand of Frederick, the Desert Gems collection, this is called Promise. My God, this is good. This is really good. This is apple, Bulgarian and Turkish rose, cypher oil, and patchouli. It kind of puts me in the mindset of Portrait of a Lady, kind of. But guys, this crisp green apple note in the opening, this was done by Dominique Ropion. it's a home run. So you got that. You combine it with the Bulgarian and Turkish rose here, the patchouli. So the patchouli rose part of it is what puts me in the mindset of Portrait of a Lady. But again, it goes in a different direction because it has green apple. So that fruitiness up top from the green apple. You know, it's not really overly sweet. It's more almost of, because green apples aren't as sweet to me as red apples. So imagine that. So I want to call it bitter, but not just as sweet as a red apple would be. So it's perfect for a fragrance like this, in my opinion. But this stuff is really good, man. Like I said, I'm considering this for my top 10 in the collection. This is crazy. This is unbelievably good. I also have the Moon coming. I think there were a total of 5 fragrances now from the Desert Gems collection. You have Promise, the Moon, the Night, the Dawn, and one just came out called Hope. I'm not really interested in the Dawn and the Night because they have, from what I've been able to assess, they have more of an animalic oud there, so real oud. This gives off the impression that there's oud here from what I'm able to assess, but there's not really oud in it, although I mean, it kind of smells like oud a little bit in the background. But this is so dang good. This is so good. Listen, this is my favorite from the haul. I bought this one. I think it retailed for $4.70 for this size bottle. This is a gem. It's in the right collection, the Desert Gems collection. This is called Promise from Frederick. All right, guys, I was sent 4 fragrances from the brand of Micallef. I don't think I've talked about them, maybe a long time ago on the channel. They sent me 4 fragrances. One of them, I'm gonna show you first, I wasn't a fan of at all. This one is called Ma Nature. This one was not for me. This one is not for me at all. So again, I don't really know what's in it. It's like earthy, a little bit skanky, not my cup of tea. It's not the kind of fragrances I like. I'm sure there's somebody out there that may rock with this, but this one was not for me. The other 3 that they sent me, I'm definitely a fan of. This one is called Gin Tonic. This is probably my favorite of the entire bunch. This is lime, gin, peppermint, nutmeg, oak moss, and vetiver, some of the main notes. This is really good, very refreshing. The peppermint up top is classified as a spicy woody, and spicy woody fragrances to me come off very close to fougere territory. So you have the oak moss and the vetiver there on the dry down. So it's just a very gentlemanly fragrance. You can never go wrong with this. These type fragrances like woody spices like this and fougeres, chypres, just reminds me of classic masculine fragrances. Fragrances that you get out of a shower, you get a clean shave, you put on some nice gentleman attire, a suit, and you throw on a fragrance like this and it just is perfect for a well-dressed gentleman. That's exactly what this smells like in a bottle. I love this stuff. This is my favorite one from the Micallef haul. This one's called Gin Tonic. Now, one you probably heard quite a bit about. This one is called Desir Toxic Low Intense. All right, and what you're gonna get with this one, guys, is saffron, blackcurrant, mint, tonka bean, cinnamon, patchouli, and there's this cannabis accord here. Now, here's the thing about this one. I absolutely love the dry down. After the first 5 minutes, I'm talking. After the first 5 minutes, I love this fragrance. The first 5 minutes, I was on the fence about it because the cannabis note is so strong. Now, again, to each his own. I've never been a huge fan of cannabis. I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of smoke. So usually when fragrances have cannabis, it's kind of hit and miss for me. The cannabis note is very prominent in the first 5 minutes of this fragrance. Too much for me, personally. Now, after the first 5 minutes, it starts to blend more with some of the other elements of this fragrance that I like. The tonka bean, the patchouli, and some of the other things that I really enjoy. The dry down is amazing. First 5 minutes, when I sprayed it, I'm like, it's the cannabis. But outside of that, especially if you like cannabis, I'm sure you'll like this fragrance because I really love the dry down. I'm talking about after 5 minutes when that cannabis starts to blend better with the other notes in the fragrance. But this one is called Desir Toxic Low Intense. All right, guys, and the last fragrance from this brand and last fragrance of the haul, I am a fan of this one as well from Micallef. This is called Note Vanille. Note Vanille. And this is a vanilla fragrance, of course, vanilla fragrance. mandarin orange, jasmine, rum, vanilla, and amber. I like this one. This one kind of puts me in the mindset, at least the initial spray, a little bit of Baby Cat from YSL, which is another fragrance scented around a note of vanilla. I really, really like this one because, again, you guys know I don't like the overly confectionery, sweet, feminine leaning vanilla based fragrances. That's not what this is. This fragrance, again, is surrounded by notes like amber, a little bit of a booziness as well. So definitely one for me that I like when you talk about fragrance that is centered around a note of vanilla. This is one I would recommend you check out as well from that brand, Micallef. This is called Note Vanilla. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click on the link and check out those savings over at FragranceGuy.ca for their Canada Day boxing sale. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love looking good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you, bye-bye, on the flip side. Peace.